For my ingredients, I'm going to use vegetables, and they consist of carrots, bell pepper, onion, cabbage, which are all finely chopped and washed. For extra flavor, I'm going to use garlic and ginger. For the wrapper, I'm going to use all-purpose flour, salt and oil. But first of all, we are going to work on our vegetables so that it can cool down before we fill in into our wrapper. So I throw in some oil and then add my chopped ginger and garlic, and this is to make the vegetables very flavorful. You're going to stir it very well till it becomes golden brown like you see on the screen. After, I add my powdered pepper, and immediately I put my powdered pepper, I add my cabbage. I'm going to stir in very well for a minute, then I add the other vegetables. After adding my bell pepper and the other ingredients, I'm going to add seasoning, and this is chicken seasoning. I'm also going to add turmeric, and I'm going to add salt to taste. So after adding all the spices, I give it a stir. I'm just going to stir in the spices and let it cook a little and then turn off my heat. The idea here is to just let it sweat. When preparing spring roll filling, we don't want moisture inside. So this is ready, and I'm going to set it aside. For the second phase, we are coming to work on the spring roll wrapper. I'm going to add my salt and a little bit of oil. No measurement, I just eyeballed it, but the flour quantity I'm using is just a half cup, and then the water is half cup because I don't want it too watery. I then gradually incorporate the water and bind it together. A lot of people shy away from making spring roll because of the wrapper, but trust me, if you are able to master how the wrapper is prepared, you are basically going to enjoy this every now and then. And for those of you thinking of business idea, please, this is an awesome business idea. When my batter is ready, I turn the fire to the lowest setting and then put a non-stick pan on fire, take my silicone brush and then mimic painting. Yes, like you are trying to paint something, making sure I cover all the crevices or all the holes in the wrapper, because we don't want our wrapper or our filling to drop out. We want everything to get coated very well. Allow it to cook, and when it's ready, it will just peel up very easily. But if it's not ready, you are going to find it sticking to the bottom of the pan. For this one, it is ready, and you can see it peeled off easily. There were instances where it wasn't ready. I tried peeling it off, but I struggled a while because it wasn't ready. The secret is just allow it cook, and then removing it is very easy and quick. When you are doing this and you encounter holes, just be still. I got you. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use such wrappers. So after a long while, it took about an hour because I did about 10, and this is it. No moisture. So I basically take the wrapper one after the other and I fill it up. For the filling, you're going to look at the size of your wrapper before you put in the quantity of filling. After putting in the quantity of filling you need, you fold it as I am doing on the screen, making sure to seal the ends and folding it very tight. I also made a batter, which is like a glue from flour, just flour and water. I did it in a thick consistency so that it will hold everything tighter, and then it's sealed very beautiful. And goldens, the reason why I thinly sliced my vegetable is because that is the shape I want. But please do you, and make sure you do what makes you comfortable. So I'm going to continue to fill in my spring roll with the vegetable filling and then seal it, and I'll come back to you when I'm encountering or dealing with the one with holes. So for the ones with holes or cuts in the wrapper, you just turn the wrapper to the position where you can get a good closure, then roll it and continue to fold it like you did for the first time, or like I did for the first time. No cause for alarm, just turn it. Make sure you get enough wrapping at the part that you're going to put the filling. When you put the filling and you are rolling, the cut part is going to fall on the uncut part, and then you have a fine good closure. For the next phase, my spring roll wrapper had a lot of cuts, and you can see you can't do anything about it. So I took another which had also a big hole, folded it into two, and then I covered it, sealing all the holes from the earlier one, added my glue and binded it. So this is it, I'm all done. This is the quantity I had. This is the messed up one, which is going to be tasty and delicious and crunchy as well. So for the frying process, we're just going to put oil on fire. Mostly people use a lot of oil to fry spring roll. That's the deep frying, but fortunately we can fry spring roll with shallow frying method. So what I'm doing is a shallow frying method. The secret for me to get that golden brown color is to just rotate the spring roll with my skewer whilst it is frying. I don't allow one side to finish frying before I turn. I basically turn it throughout. It is now time to fry the one that had a lot of cracks, and you can see it is doing really well in the oil. And the reason why my pan is turned that way is because I really wanted the oil to have a lot of coverage on my spring roll. So I had to slant it so that I can do that successfully. So we are all done, and this is the end result. Very appetizing. So let's hear the crunch. So crunchy, flavorful, addictive. I can eat this in a sitting, and this is how the inside looks like. Very healthy, but not too healthy. Don't be deceived by the vegetables inside. As long as we are dealing with oil, we have to watch how we consume it. So thank you so much for watching up to this point of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I want us to grow. Let's grow to 5K. I believe we can do it. I'm Agm3n Cooks, and until next time, stay blessed.